guys, what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we're doing another Before It's Out video. Now, if you guys don't know what Before It's Out is, basically it's a web series where we're taking a look at a Transformers toy before it gets released, so take everything with a grain of salt. In this video, we are taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Cogman, which is pretty much just a repaint of the Last Night one. And again, it's the same thing with the World War II Bumblebee. I don't necessarily hate that this is taking up the spot of a Studio Series figure, but I would much prefer a Dark of the Moon character that didn't really get a good toy or something like that. But considering the fact that Cogman didn't really get a good release originally, I think I'm kind of fine with this. And also considering that we are getting a lot of figures in Studio Series. I mean, we're getting the Constructicons and so much stuff. I don't necessarily mind. I mean, this is like at the back of my brain compared to everything else. I will say though, is that Cogman wasn't really that sparse out here. I believe at some point I went to Walmart and I found 5 Cogmans. That was a pretty good day. But anyways, taking a look at the toy itself, the alt mode is the same Aston Martin. And it looks pretty good. From what I saw at the booth, it looks like a much shinier paint job compared to the original Cogman, which I have. This Cogman kind of has this dull gray color scheme to it. It's not like the Dark of the Moon Sideswipe, but it's not as shiny as it could be. But I think for what it's worth, it did a pretty good job. However, I do like the paint job on this a little bit more. There is one thing that I think the original toy did better, and that's the wheels. Because in the original toy, you had the silver spikes, and then you had the black in the middle. And I thought that was a really nice touch, and just something really interesting to that. On this one, it just looks like, okay, they painted the treads black, and then the inside is just gray. It does have the black trim around the windows. I think that's a nice touch. And the black around the bottom, also good. But again, it's not really that much different compared to the original toy. For major differences on the paint, we have to go into the robot mode. Now, the original toy had this kind of black wash to it. And it's a good effect on the parts that have it, but it didn't really continue through most of the toy. Or I should say, some of the toy. Like the thighs don't have that black wash. Parts of the arms don't really have that black wash. So it's very pick and choose. On this toy, they decided to skip out entirely on the black wash and just give him a normal paint job. So he's got some gold on the chest, which looks great. He's got some paint applications on his shoulders, which look pretty good. He doesn't have the gold kind of wiring around the arms, but that's fine because he's got some black or at least some dark gray throughout it, which I think looks fine. The legs look very simple, but I'm not sure if that's just the image that I'm seeing. And the gold in here, I think looks a lot better on this toy because you do have that black wash, but it's not too bad. I think the head sculpt or head design looks, the paint on the head looks a lot better on this because, again, with this toy, you had the black wash on certain parts, so some of it didn't really look right, but on this, it's more continuous and it flows with the toy. So if you skipped out on the previous Cogman or you don't have it because you couldn't find it or it's too expensive online, I'd say this isn't a bad choice. I'd say you should probably pick this up. I did a review on Cogman and I'm going to tell you this, he is a fantastic toy. He might not be the most accurate toy because, well, I mean, pretty much the Headmaster is the most accurate thing about Cogman, and then everything else is just an add-on. I mean, he wasn't really this in the film, but this is a good toy. I really do like it. Even for the movie aesthetic, I think he's impressive. So, with that out of the way, that is my thoughts. I'm probably not going to pick it up, and if I am, it's probably to compare to this guy, but I don't need it. I got this. If this thing breaks, I guess I can pick that up, but other than that, that's pretty much it. So, I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.